Hey, good evening, and welcome to Eerie House Radio, I guess, and TV. I'm Dale K from Spook Show, accompanied by.
Hey, Binkley from Weirdness Really Bad Movie and other things. And we're here with the one and only.
It is I, Carly Gold, blah blah to you all.
And it's all about rooms.
Room.
Yep. We got room for everybody. Room for everybody.
Make room for everybody, because we got some good old time radio from Dimension X, Suspense from South America, and Lights Out.
Africa. South Africa, not South America.
No, I want South America.
Yeah.
Brazil.
Yeah.
I don't understand that language.
Brazil.
Yeah.
Yep, and here's a close-up of Dave.
And Crisis.
I can count your freckles.
Let's do this. Let's do this for a second. Trying to get into Twitch here.
That might be an idea there. Yeah, Twitch. We're
There we go.
Twitchulating.
Okay.
Waiting for the live chatters to get here, which should be soon.
There we go. I think.
And they could get called away at any minute, but I doubt it.
And we also had an episode of Crisis as well this week.
Yeah, we do.
Yeah, we do.
And
Well, it's not Twitch. It says live, but it's just a static picture there.
yeah, that's all we got
For
going.
me.
Static picture.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. You got us hidden. I didn't realize that. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
In that case, I'll pop back up again. There we
Oh,
go.
I didn't mean to have us hit. Let's
You want to start off with Crisis?
There we are.
we go. There's all three of us.
Hey.
Could be three
Well, that
too
was in
many.
the wrong
You never
place.
know.
Yep. Well, usually, when there's three of us, that could be too many, because we are a room full ourselves.
And where will we start with our old time radio fun?
Like to start off with Crisis?
We can start off with Crisis. Sure, why not?
We could do that, but I object.
But are we going to do something before we do the Crisis?
We most certainly are. It is, in fact, time for a Dark Toon.
Welcome, kiddies. It's time for an Eerie House Dark Toon.
Hi, mind if I sit on this bench? I love watching the kids playing.
Yeah, so do I.
Mine is the little black-haired girl in red tights. Which one is yours?
I haven't decided yet.
Well, gotta run.
Ho, ho, ho. Be here next time for another Eerie House Radio Dark Toon.
Hey, a little fun there.
Classic ending. Classic ending.
That's right. And Crisis is called a semi-private room.
Yes,
Right?
with an air
And
December 13th, 1973, according to 6 sources.
For the very rich There's a handful of exclusive and very expensive private hospitals and nursing homes. If Angie Stedman had to be hospitalized, she would demand one of these plush infirmaries, and she would have her way. For Angie Stedman had always had her way. In a moment, we'll meet Miss Ruta Lee as Angie. Angie with her superior breeding, her ever-present journal, and her delicate complaint. In tonight's tale of suspense, a semi-private room. We shall begin in 1 minute.
So this is my little room, my little hideaway. Well, it's ever so much nicer than I thought it would be. And does the window have a view? Oh, I can't tell with all this fog, but then San Francisco always had a fog. Every time I've been here. No, I can get out of the wheelchair by myself. Why, I haven't even asked your name, have I? Or will you be my personal nurse? I suppose you do go off shift sometimes.
I'm Miss Sims, Mrs. Stedman. I work days.
Well, then we'll be seeing a lot of each other. And I'll be a perfect patient.
Well, that's fine, Mrs. Stedman. Now, let me show you how you can work your television right from your bed. You take this little switch and you...
I watch very little television. I'm so absorbed in all the real things of life, you know. But I suppose for a few days I'll just have to put them aside. But I do have my journal. I always carry it with me, and you'd be amazed. Even the smallest details of my life are in here. What I do, where I go, who calls, what I think, what I eat. There's a book in here, Miss... what did you say your name was?
Sims. Now let me help you.
No. What did I say? I can do it myself. Just, steady the wheelchair if you'd like to. Thank you. There. See? You may cover me now, lightly. One blanket. Thank you, my dear. Tell me, is the food terrible?
Well, you know what they always say about hospital food. But I'll tell you one thing. It's the best money can buy.
Well, I won't be disappointed. My hopes aren't very high. After all, I guess I can bear anything for 3 or 4 days. And when will Dr. Pearson be in?
Well, I don't know exactly. I'll ask him to see you as soon as he comes in.
Yes, do. Thank you, dear. That will be all for now, I think.
Yes, ma'am.
How do I call you if I want you?
Oh, thanks for reminding me. It's this button on the end of the cord. See? Pinned to your pillow.
Like a rose. Only not nearly so romantic as a rose on my pillow. But Mr. Stedman will see to that.
Well, I'll be back in a little while. Call me if you need me.
Uh-huh. Well, poor dear thing. I wonder why people become nurses. Well, to business. Now, let's see. September 21st. My first day in the hospital begins. They've given me a small room, pink and not nearly so sterile looking as I'd expected. But it has a chifforobe and 2 awful Duncan Fife chairs and a watercolor on the west wall. A television I can control from my bed and... Huh? No telephone? Oh, there's got to be. Where's that infernal button? Oh, where is that woman?
Yes, Mrs. Stedman. Here I am.
Where is my phone?
Does your room have a phone?
No, my room does not have a phone. Listen, for what my husband is paying for this accommodation, there ought to be a phone. Have one brought in.
I'm sorry, Mrs. Stedman. I'll go right out and see about it.
Well. I really mustn't tire myself. Where was I? Yes. A television I can control from my bed.
Peekaboo.
What? Jenny!
Hi, Angie. How's my big sister?
How did you get in?
I slugged the guard and bribed the janitor.
Oh, you're too good to be true. Well, tell me, how do I look?
Oh,
like a girl in a Maxfield Parish afternoon, with the light slanting across your face. Beautiful.
Oh, like Bermuda, 1959.
Yes.
Oh, let's talk about it.
Well, there was you and Walter Lang from Hollywood and Bill and me. Only you were with Walter and I was with Bill.
All about being a big producer in Hollywood, Walter.
Well, all I do all day is audition beautiful girls. Well, that's what you expected me to say, wasn't it?
No. What does the producer do? Seriously.
Well, seriously, he has to arrange financing, buy scripts, select players, then appoint someone to direct.
And what about you, Bill?
Nothing quite so glamorous, I'm afraid.
Oh, come on, tell. What does he do, sis?
He'll tell you if he wants you to know.
Oh.
No, I do want you to know. I make Power Street sweepers.
What?
You shouldn't have told her, Bill.
No, really, I'm fascinated by Power Street sweepers. You make them?
I own a company that makes them, Stedman Industries.
Do you make as much money as Hollywood producers?
Oh, Angie, you and your mouth.
I'm sure he makes more. You know, my last 2 pictures were percentage films, and they flopped. You know, I'm in Bermuda to escape my credit.
What a time we had, Ginny. And you weren't really mad at me for taking Bill away from you, were you? I mean, well, it was obvious that Walter preferred you, and that we were just mismatched. But I fixed that, didn't I? And Bill and I have been so happy. And it was so nice of you to remind me of how it all started, Ginny. You're really a dear to come and see me so soon, right on the first morning I'm here. Ginny? Ginny? Peekaboo? Ginny? Where is my telephone? Where is my telephone? Had a wonderful visit with Ginny. First crack off the bat. How well she looks. How little she looks like a widow.
Hi, Angie.
Oh, Dr. Pearson.
What's that you're writing?
My journal. I keep a record of everything every day. This is a new experience, a hospital.
Good way to look at it. Nobody likes being in a hospital, I guess.
Oh, I'll make the best patient you ever had, Doctor.
Good. How do you feel?
Fine.
That's all? Just fine? No aches and pains?
No.
You better watch out, Sims, or Mrs. Stedman will be up and out of here.
Oh, I didn't see her. What about my telephone, Doctor?
Telephone?
She didn't tell you? My room has no telephone.
Well, for gosh sakes, you're right. We'll see about one.
Although I'm only here for 3 or 4 days, I'm lost without a phone. And my friends will naturally all want to call.
Sure. Well, we'll get the ball rolling. Now, I'd like to take your blood pressure.
Oh, I hate this part. I can feel my own blood pounding, and it scares me.
It shouldn't. If you can't feel it, it's not so good.
I wish Bill would come. When are visiting hours?
Let's don't worry about visitors right now. Nurse is going to bring you a couple of little pills to help you relax.
When is lunch?
Around noon. Anything you'd especially like?
Let me think. Oh, go away and let me think.
All right. Let us know when you've made up your mind.
Lunch. Luncheon.
May I have your order, son?
The duck. We'll have the duck with a good burgundy. Mushrooms, spring peas. Sound good, darling?
Everything you say sounds good, my love.
I love you.
I love you.
Hey, do you suppose that everyone can tell that we're on our honeymoon?
Yes. Do you care?
No, I'm proud.
Mrs. Stedman, here are your pills.
What? What? Oh. Where is my telephone?
Oh, I'm sure Doctor is seeing to it. Now, just take these. That's fine. And here's your water.
Oh, there. Ooh, that water tastes terrible.
I know it's the city water. It's better when it's ice cold. Next time I'll get you some ice water.
Oh, it tastes just awful.
You know you shouldn't drink the water, Angie. Look what I brought you.
Good old Walter. Never take a vacation without water.
Oh, now listen, you two. All the guidebooks say that we mustn't miss the floating gardens of
Xochimilco. Floating gardens of Xochimilco. But better take along some of my stuff if you get thirsty.
You've been thirsty all morning, dear. This is your fourth.
And who's counting, dear?
Oh, come on, both of you. How can you argue on a beautiful day in Mexico? Be in love like Bill and I are in love. Oh, I must write this. I am reminded of Walter's drinking problem. What a burden he must have been to my poor sister during those last terrible years. And how poor Ginny must feel to know that... Oh, no. No, I won't even write about it to myself. What if that nurse should get a hold of it while I'm sleeping? It's our secret. It's our family secret, and you don't need to worry, Ginny. You can trust Bill and me. You can always trust Bill and me.
Aha! The Queen is talking to herself.
Bill! Oh, Bill!
How are you, Angie?
Perfect. Perfect now you're here.
Hey, I saw Dr. Pearson in the hall. He says you'll be out of here in 3 or 4 days, and maybe just 3 days if you're good.
I'll be the best patient he ever had. I told him that.
And you will be, and the prettiest. Look.
Baby's breath. Where did you find them?
Looked all over town and found one florist. Honey, I've got to get back to the plant. Now, get plenty of rest. Hey, what are you getting for...
Water. It's better when it's ice cold. Next time I'll get you some ice water.
Oh, it tastes just awful.
Whoops.
You know you shouldn't drink the water, Angie. Look what I brought you.
Good old Walter. Never take a vacation without water.
Oh, now listen, you two. All the guidebooks say that we mustn't miss the floating gardens of
Xochimilco. Floating gardens of Xochimilco. But better take along some of my stuff if you get thirsty.
You've been thirsty all morning, dear. This is your fourth.
And who's counting, dear?
Oh, come on, both of you. How can you argue on a beautiful day in Mexico? Be in love. Be in love like Bill and I are in love. Oh, I must write this. I am reminded of Walter's drinking problem. What a burden he must have been to my poor sister during those last terrible years. And how poor Ginny must feel to know that... Oh, no. No, I won't even write about it to myself. What if that nurse should get a hold of it while I'm sleeping? It's our secret. It's our family secret, and you don't need to worry, Ginny. You can trust Bill and me. You can always trust Bill and me.
Aha! The Queen is talking to herself.
Bill! Oh, Bill!
How are you, Angie?
Perfect. Perfect now you're here.
Hey, I saw Dr. Pearson in the hall. He says you'll be out of here in 3 or 4 days, and maybe just 3 days if you're good.
I'll be the best patient he ever had. I told him that.
And you will be, and the prettiest. Look.
Baby's breath. Where did you find them?
Looked all over town and found one florist who had them.
Oh, you remember everything, don't you?
Oh, I don't know about that, but I know I do miss you. Been lonely?
Jenny popped in.
How's she doing?
Oh, fine. You'd never know anything had happened to her.
Oh, that's good. Oh, listen, honey, I've got to get back to the plant. Now, get plenty of rest. Hey, what are you getting for lunch?
I thought I'd have duck. Like on our honeymoon. Remember?
I remember.
I do, too. I remember everything.
Gotta go. Call me, honey, anytime.
Call? Oh, the telephone. There is no telephone in this room. Bill, see if you can make them get me a telephone. Bill? Bill? Oh.
Darn that, Bill. You messed everything up.
Well, bills are always a problem in my house.
Yeah. There's never a shortage, is there?
Never a shortage.
Of same.
This the lady in the hospital is horrible. My gosh.
Yeah, what a fun she is. Whoa, there we are. There we aren't. There we aren't. There we are. There we are.
Gotta flip things around. It changes on its own at times.
Yeah. Nah, my hands are not anywhere near. There's nothing up my sleeve. Oh, wait, sleeves are clear. Sleeves are clear up here.
Yep.
My interesting shirt is 3 blocks of Swiss cheese, and they say taking a picture saying "Say people." There we go.
That's great. Awesome,
So-
awesome. I am rocking the creature from the Black Lagoon.
There you go.
I'm just rocking Gar. That's all we got.
And he's rocking. Yes, he is.
But yeah, the female character lead in this is just what an awful person.
Yeah, it's.
I would not want to have to wait on her for anything.
Yeah. Well, get her a phone. Maybe she'll be a little happier. Come on. Why can't she have a phone?
I can't remember when it was. Some point when I was a youngster, I ran across individuals that were like this, and I called them plastic people because they didn't seem like they were real. They just weren't connected to what was going on.
Yeah. Understandable.
That's what I used to call the upper crust, especially when I was younger and you'd go to dance clubs to try to meet people. And
Right.
those were the plastic people, were the fakey,
yes,
I am better than you kind of people.
Mm-hmm.
And they are out there, but I can't say that I have anything to do with them, or I also can't say they would have anything to do with me. It goes both ways.
Yeah. Well, you can spot them a mile away. They're easy to avoid.
Yeah, I can tell when I'm in certain neighborhoods. It's not just the clothes, but the way they wear their clothes and things like that. Then you go out and look at their car, and then you egg their car, and then you're all set.
No, you don't egg people's cars, Dave. You key them.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
I know eggs are too expensive for that.
Eggs
Yeah,
are too expensive. That's right. Keys are free.
I got a pocket full here,
and much more expensive to correct.
Right.
That's true.
Right.
But it's always good advice. Kids, don't try this at home. Don't key your own name. Don't key your own name into the car. That's not good.
Yeah. Never leave your signature. That's right.
Be careful listening to our advice because we are professional idiots. Yes.
Right. Someone asked in chat, do you guys discuss the lost Orson Welles episode of Inner Sanctum that was uncovered recently? I did not know there was one.
I did not know there was a recent one uncovered. Not only would that be good to get, which I'll have to search for, but that gives us hope for the Lon Chaney Jr. one episode he did as well.
Oh, that would be cool too.
He did. Dave and I have even seen the ad for it, like the newspaper ad.
Yeah.
But the episode doesn't appear to exist.
Right.
As of now.
But if they just came across the Orson Welles one, that would be cool to find out.
And I think as time rolls forward, more things will surface that have been lost. I put out a plea. I ran across a board game that had a really interesting cover on it. And I was like, folks, I've looked all over the place. Please do me a favor and look also for this board game because it was really interesting. I'd like to use it if I could find the advert.
Yeah.
Yep.
It's one of those Pop-O-Matic board games, yes.
Yeah, that Pop-O-Matic Yipes. And it had a bunch of monsters on it. And there were actors in costume. And I was like, I got to find that commercial. And I couldn't find it.
And we're going to wrap up our episode of Crisis, our first story of 3, plus a little bonus, I think, afterwards.
Here we go.
Yep, I hope she gets the telephone.
We'll be back.
We'll find out.
Bill? Oh, they'd let a person wither away in here.
Here you buzzing, Mrs. Stedman. Now, where is it? Mrs. Stedman, it takes some time for the phone company to get here, and I know the doctor has done all he can.
What? What did you say?
I know the doctor has done all he can. I know the doctor is doing all he can.
Oh, it was all my fault.
Oh, Jenny, it was an accident. It wasn't anybody's fault.
He'll be all right, Ginny. You have to have faith.
He was too drunk to drive, so I
Look, you did the same thing any of us would have done.
No, I was never that much of a driver, but I wasn't going over the speed limit. I know I wasn't.
He'll be all right, Ginny.
Boy, that guy in the other car. When Walter is up and around, I want to see him sue the pants off that son of a gun.
Oh, please, nurse, please, how is he? Can I go in and at least talk to him?
How much longer will it be?
The doctor is doing all he can. I know you want your telephone, Mrs. Stedman. We won't forget.
Telephone? Oh, yes, please. I hate to be such a pest. And here I said I'd be the best patient you ever had.
Don't you worry, Mrs. Stedman. You're doing just fine. Ring if you need anything.
I will. Well, back to the journal. Yes, I have been thinking about the untimely death of my brother-in-law, Walter Lang. Fortunately, however, these somber thoughts were interrupted by a visit from Bill, who had brought me a lovely bouquet of baby's breath. No, it's called baby tears, isn't it? Baby breath? Baby something? I wanted you to have this for the baby's room, Ginny.
Oh, it's adorable, Angie. What a delightful lamp. And it plays a tune while the lampshade goes around. Oh, thank you, Angie. Thank you.
Bill and I found it in this tiny little shop in Switzerland.
Oh, you're too generous, darling. You've been so wonderful to me since Walter died.
Jenny, you're my very own sister. And when that baby comes, his auntie is just going to spoil him rotten.
Or her.
It's going to be a boy. I just know it is. Walter would have wanted a son. Oh, I'm sorry, Ginny. Well, I'll just make it a lovely bouquet of flowers. A lovely bouquet of flowers. There.
Lunchtime, Mrs. Stedman. Want to move that book so I can put your tray down?
My journal? Oh, yes. Did I order? I don't remember.
There you go.
What is it?
Well, let's see. It's lamb croquette.
Lamb?
Try some.
Oh, I don't know. I feel sort of drowsy now. Maybe later.
Dr. Pearson wants you to keep your energy up, so you better eat.
I hate to eat alone.
Oh, I know what you mean. Well, do the best you can.
I hate to eat alone. You shouldn't have to eat alone. Think of poor Ginny.
Now you know how it feels, Angie.
Ginny! How did you...
You're lucky. You know that in 3 or 4 days, Bill will be sharing your table with you again. And your bed.
Ginny, we never talk about that.
You and Bill will be back together again.
Bill says maybe only 3 days.
You're the lucky one, Angie. You always were the lucky one.
I know it. All my bad luck happened to you. Yes. All my bad luck happened to you.
And you somehow find that funny?
I don't know. I don't know what's funny and what's unfunny. Darling, they give you these small little pills, little white pills that make you feel so relaxed.
Oh, yes. Relax, by all means.
Well, it isn't really my fault that Walter died and your baby died. I mean, it is terrible, and Bill and I feel so sorry for you, but it's really nothing I can help. Is it? I mean, here I am. I'm helpless.
Yes. You are helpless, aren't you? For the first time in your life, you're helpless. Well, I'm not. Jimmy, what? Give me that pillow. Jimmy, have you lost your head, Jimmy?
All right, Miss Eerie. Tell us exactly what happened.
Well, I brought in her lunch tray and set it down on her table. And then I left her with it.
When did you come back?
About 45 minutes later, when I came to pick up the tray.
I see.
And when I saw her just lying there with her tray on the floor, I rang for you, and, well, you know the rest.
Yes. You see, we rushed her into the coronary care center, but it was too late by then. Just no way at all of predicting these things, Mr. Lang.
I suppose not.
She was a very sick woman. Slipped in and out of reality at a moment's notice. Well, here. Since there's no other living kin, I suppose this really should go to you.
What is it?
It's a journal she kept. She wrote in it constantly. Oh, you'll find your name in some of the pages.
Oh, is that right? I'm surprised.
You see, Mrs. Stedman could never accept the fact that she had caused her husband's death by driving while she was drunk. So she transferred this guilt feeling to an imaginary sister she called Ginny. Kind of an interesting play on her own nickname, Angie. Don't you see?
Oh, yes.
Well, in her fantasy world, you and this Ginny were married, and Ginny had driven the car that killed you.
Incredible.
Well, it's not uncommon, really. She had shoved off all the unpleasant things in her own life onto this mythical sister of hers. Apparently, she'd been doing it since she was a child.
Yeah, so when Bill was killed and she lost her baby, that's what snapped her mind.
Yeah, that's about it.
Lord, what a tragic end. Well, as an old friend of them both, I only hope she can find some peace now. I'll take the journal, Doctor. Someone may want it someday.
Certainly.
And are there any final bills to be paid? Of course, you know I've had her power of attorney ever since Bill was killed.
Well, we'll forward them to your address in Los Angeles.
Fine. Well, goodbye, Dr. Pearson. It worked. You played a very convincing Jenny.
For a split of the Stedman fortune, sweetie, why not?
You know, I might even make a picture using this very plot. Oh, here. Take this journal and get rid of it, will you?
Has presented a semi-private room starring Ruta Lee as Angie Stedman, with Leonard DeCarl as Bill Stedman, Barbara Stewart as Ginny, Pat French as the nurse, Michael Oscar as Dr. Pearson, and Douglas Young as Walter Lang. Writing and direction by yours truly, Jim French.
Wraps up our very first story for you tonight from Crisis. And I'll bet we learned something. Whoops. Eerie House Radio proudly presents Gar's moral of the story. There he is.
A lamb that kills will spook any wolf.
There you go.
Okay.
We got more. We got room for more, don't we?
We do. Hey, I just started a little bit of research on that Orson Welles. Actually, apparently, Orson Welles did 2 episodes of Inner Sanctum. I'm still trying to find out more about this newly found episodes. So
yeah,
stay tuned.
And if Dave can find it, we'll share it.
yeah.
Absolutely.
This Crisis episode reminds me of so many horror movies where they I don't know if they ran out of money or plot or what, but they wait until the last 2.5 minutes to make and now this is the end. And it's like, what? Wait, what? Did I miss something? This Crisis really ended up on the last 10 sentences.
But I think what happens with, and this one was not as strong as many of other Jim French's stories, but what happens is he tries to give you the Rod Serling twist ending. And I think usually it works, especially with his writing, but this time it was just kind of abrupt, I guess we could say.
Right. I can't remember what it was, what film it was. I just showed a film in Horrible Horror like in the last few weeks. And I got to one of them, and I was looking at the clock going, we're running out of film. When are they going to wrap this up? Because we're running out of film. And then it was like, in the last 2 minutes, they maybe it was the creature returns or something like that. And it's just like, how are you going to end this? And it ended up the creature just mournfully looking at the sea going, I turned into a human being. I don't know what to do. It was weird.
I'm still waiting to
Never
turn into a
cared
human
for that
being.
one. Of the three, that's my least favorite. Creature Walks Among Us.
Yeah, that one. Yeah. And it's like, well,
not a good one.
No, if he mutated from a creature in an aquatic creature and mutated into a human, couldn't he just get back in the water and remutate? I mean, they could have done something with it.
I know it didn't work for Mr. Incredible Mr. Limpet, so maybe not.
Yeah. So, and this was like that. The lamb that kills is out of nowhere, this woman smothers her with a pillow, and I was like, what? And then later it was like, that didn't happen, and it was all in her mind. I don't know. It was a weird Crisis episode.
Yeah, it was. Usually, like I said, this is not one of Jim French's best, but it's still good radio.
Mm-hmm.
It's not great radio, but it's good radio.
Yeah. What's going on here? Why? Okay, there's that. Okay, there's. So we've got Suspense and we've got Dimension X. Where are we going to go?
With the Ray Bradbury story with the Dimension X. Should we save Ray for last?
Yeah, save Great Ray for last.
Yeah, that was interesting.
Yep. And so that leads us back to South Africa.
South America.
Africa.
Brazil, to be specific. No, it is South Africa. And our story is entitled The Special Room.
And the information I have on this, Springbok Radio carried Suspense from 1968 to 1970, and then again from 1982 to 1985. But there's been no information about an actual date for this particular episode, except that it was episode 10.
And I think it was episode 10 of the second. I don't think there's many of the first series that exist.
Right.
But I think most of there's like 50 some episodes, I believe, out there, and I think those are almost all from the second series.
So from 1982 to 85, right?
Yep.
So Suspense.
There we go. So we can go with that. Yep.
So here we go.
So it's episode number 10. It would be in 1982.
Yes.
George Benedict had a planned destination. It was outside England, as well it might have been, all things considered. The further he went from England, the better for Mr. Benedict, you'd say, at that particular time. But Mr. Benedict was never able to leave England. It wasn't his fault, it just happened that way. When George Benedict left London by car on the evening of June the 21st, his primary destination was Southampton, from where, under an assumed name, he was to take passage by ship for distant parts. For reasons of his own, Mr. Benedict did not take the most direct route to Southampton. You could say that he wished to confuse the opposition. So he headed west, not south, and spent what remained of that night at Reading. When the opposition traced him there next morning, he'd already moved on, and the trail wasn't easy to follow.
But his name wasn't Benedict, sir. We did have a gentleman staying here last night, similar to the gentleman you've described.
And he arrived late at night? Probably around midnight?
Yes, sir, that's right. But his name was Mr. Fry.
Could I see your register?
Are you from the police, sir?
No, not from the police.
Oh, well then, why?
It's important that I should find this gentleman as soon as possible.
I wonder why he should be using a name other than his own.
He has misguided reasons for so doing. I want to save him from further trouble. There's nothing against your showing me the register, is there?
Oh, no, nothing, no. Well, there you are, sir. The gentleman wrote his own name and address. H.S. Fry, Clanricarde Gardens, London, W2.
Neither of them true. But the handwriting belongs to George Benedict. Clanricarde Gardens. That wasn't clever of him.
No, sir?
But I don't wonder that it's on his mind. So many things must be weighing heavily on the mind of Mr. George Benedict. Of course, he didn't tell you where he was going from here.
No, sir, no.
No. And if he had, it wouldn't have been the truth.
But I did see him leaving.
You saw the road he took?
The South Road, towards Basingstoke and Winchester.
And Southampton.
Suspense. The unusual, the unexpected. Life, death, and sometimes something in between. Suspense.
George Benedict, alias H.S. Fry, also to be known by another name before the day was over, didn't reach Southampton. He didn't even reach Winchester. Was it only by chance that he took a second wrong road?
Funny. I could have sworn I took the Southampton road. Oh, but I was equally sure the time before that, and I found I was wrong. Now, here I am, headed towards Salisbury. Well, why not? I have time up my sleeve. A more circuitous route, that's all. If anyone's interested in following me, they'll find it more confusing than ever. But why do I keep thinking of Amesbury? I've never been to Amesbury in my life. I can't get the place out of my mind. Why Amesbury?
Well, now, in case you don't know, Amesbury borders on Salisbury Plain, an area of rolling, chalky downs, practically treeless, sparsely populated. And not very far from Amesbury is an hotel. The hotel has been there for a long time and does not attract many visitors. But that evening, the landlord and his wife prepared to receive a guest.
Wilfred, do you think you could be wrong this time?
Oh, no. I'm not wrong.
But it's 7 o'clock.
I know.
Well, he's late arriving.
No, not really. This is the time he was to come, near to 7. He'll be here. You can be sure of that.
You haven't told me. Do you know who he is?
We never really know, do we? Until we see them.
Well, listen.
Yes, that will be our special guest.
What do you suppose he'll say?
Oh, what all the others have said, I expect. Isn't it always the same?
Good evening.
Good evening.
I'm looking for accommodation. Can you look after me?
Oh, certainly, sir. A room for one night.
What?
A room for one night. Isn't that what you want?
Why, yes, it is, but I don't remember saying so.
No, sir. Would you like to sign the register?
Oh, yes, of course.
Mr. Roger Crawford, Swiss Cottage, London. Have you more luggage, sir?
Not that I want to bring in. I suppose there's a garage or such like where my car can be locked up?
Oh, yes, sir. I'll take your bag up and show you to your room. Oh, my name is Wilfred Robarts, by the way. I'm the landlord, of course, and this is Letty, my wife.
Good evening, sir.
Good evening.
We'll be very glad to look after you.
You know, it's a funny thing.
Funny, sir?
Well, actually, I had no intention of coming here at all. I was going somewhere else.
Yes?
Well, the fact is, I kept seeing Amesbury. Everywhere I looked as I was driving, I kept seeing the name Amesbury written up somewhere. On signposts, hoardings. In the end, I just gave in and ended up here.
Well, it sometimes happens like that, sir. Every once in a while.
Yes. Well, now, am I too late for dinner?
Oh, no, sir. We've kept it back for you.
Kept it back?
In case someone should come, as you have.
Well, what about your other guests?
There are no others, sir. You're our only guest tonight.
Well, just me, eh?
And now, if you'll come with me, I'll take you to your room. Room number 3, sir. It's waiting for you.
George Benedict, alias H.S. Fry, now calling himself Roger Crawford, didn't think there was anything unusual in the way Wilfred Robards had expressed himself that the room was waiting for him. But of course, he didn't know about that room. It was waiting for him, just as it had waited for certain others before him. When Robards took him in there, he hesitated.
Something wrong, sir?
Well, I don't know. This room.
Yes, sir?
It's not exactly modern, is it?
No. But I believe it has an air about it. I always feel it has every time I come into it.
It depends what you mean by an air.
As you say, sir, it's not exactly modern. A sort of, timelessness is what I'd call it. A room that's linked with the past.
Yes. It's extraordinary that it should have so many things the same.
The same, sir?
That red and white check pattern on the curtains. There was a bed-sitting room I knew in London at Notting Hill Gate that had the same curtains. But I expect it's a standard line of material, widely so.
Yes, sir.
That picture on the wall. The Balinese head. Funny that, it's modern. Out of key with the rest of the room. The same print is in a room with which I'm very well acquainted at Swiss Cottage.
In your own home, sir?
What?
I remember the address you wrote in the register. Swiss Cottage.
Oh, yes, that's right. You don't do very well here, do you, Mr. Robards?
Why should you say that, sir?
It seems obvious if I'm your only guest.
That's true.
You know, what you need is a sharp, live wire attitude. A public relations setup that really works for you. Well, there are smart boys in London I could tell you about. They don't miss a trick. And you can't afford to, Robards. Not in this life.
What's that, sir?
You can't afford to miss a trick. Believe me, take it from one who knows. Miss a trick and you're knocked over in the stampede. They're walking on your face.
Yes, sir. I'm sure you're right.
But a place like this, maybe you could never do any better. Out of the way, Earl, isn't it?
I suppose it is, really. And yet...
Yes? You're going to say something?
Oh, it's not relevant, I suppose. You came here, sir?
Yes, that's right, I did. I'm hanged if I know why.
No, sir.
And that's not like me, Robards. I'm not in the habit of doing anything unless I have a good reason for it. But it seems somehow there was a reason for this.
But you just can't put your finger on it.
Now, how the devil do you know so much about the way I feel and think?
Oh, I don't, sir, not really. I was just, shall we say, finishing your sentence.
What do you mean, not really?
Sir?
You don't really know about the way I feel and think, do you, or don't you?
This is, as you say, an out-of-the-way place. Civilization The world, you might say, is behind us. Ahead, there's nothing.
Nothing. Oh, you mean Salisbury Plain, an unpopulated wasteland?
Yes, sir. I expect that's what I mean.
Robards, you're very careful about your words, aren't you? You don't commit yourself at all.
I'm just trying to explain our position here, if you can understand me. You see, sir, we've become very conscious of it ourselves, as though we're something of a halfway house between this world and the next, if you care to put it that way.
I don't, if you don't mind.
No, sir, I don't mind. One becomes fanciful, I expect, living here with all that emptiness beyond. Oh, will there be anything else?
I'll be down for dinner in 15 minutes. Will that suit you?
Perfectly, sir. 15 minutes.
Oh, Wilfred.
I'm coming down, Letty.
Oh, what happened, Wilfred? When he saw the room?
We spoke about the curtains and the picture on the wall.
Yes?
He described the curtains as being a red and white check. And the picture, in his opinion, was a Balinese head. But you and I know that the curtains are a neutral color, without a pattern of any sort. And the picture is not a picture at all. It's an empty frame.
And we're back for the nonce. Gotta get my fella's audio back on. There we go. There's one he is.
There we go.
There's another of you. Oh. There, Dave. You're all set.
Now, this is kind of interesting.
From South America.
Yes. Kind of interesting. The client is rather unusual. I mean, most of the time, if I were to go to some place to rent a room, I wouldn't be all that quizzical.
Okay. We got a fourth person trying to get in here. Unless it's another Dave. Dave, we can't hear you. Let's find out why. No, he's not muted on this end. Well, Dave will be back with us. We might as well jump right back in.
Yes.
To the conclusion of our story from South America. Suspense.
Sure.
For Wilfred Robards and his wife Letty, it all had a pattern of inevitability about it. They had known that someone was coming to occupy room 3 that night, and it had turned out to be George Benedict, now calling himself Roger Crawford, who'd been at H.S. Fry the night before. Nothing surprised the Robards. But for George Benedict himself, it was oddly bewildering. He didn't know why he was there, but he was certain he had to be there. Very bewildering. Nothing like this had ever happened before. Well, not to him. When he came down to dinner, he was already well on the way to being distraught.
Mr. and Mrs. Robards.
Yes, sir?
Is there something wrong, Mr. Crawford?
That room.
Yes, sir?
Well, have you had a guest in it recently, a young woman from London?
Recently, Mr. Crawford?
What would you mean by recently?
Well, it couldn't have been within the last 3 weeks, and yet...
I don't believe we've had a young woman in number 3 recently. Have we, Letty?
No, not recently.
Oh, it must be imagination, then. But I could swear...
Yes, sir?
There seems to be a perfume. A distinctive perfume with which I'm acquainted.
Worn by a woman, sir?
Yes. Oh, but it's nothing. Forget it. It's just the association of the curtains. Curtains of that particular color and pattern.
Oh, yes, you did mention that. A bed sitting room at Notting Hill Gate.
Well, a person's mind can run along certain lines. Physical sensations will follow. Imagined physical sensations. Oh, forget it. I shouldn't have mentioned it.
For dinner, sir, we have roast duckling with a rich orange sauce. Is that to your liking?
Oh, very much, Mrs. Robards.
First, perhaps some mushroom soup?
You are doing me proud.
Well, if you'll sit down, sir, I'll bring the soup.
I didn't expect such lavish treatment here on the edge of nowhere. Why, Robards?
Why?
I'm your only guest. You didn't know I was coming, yet you have a special dinner prepared. Roast duckling and orange sauce. Well, that isn't the sort of thing that just happens to be on hand in a lonely hotel on the edge of nowhere. Well, how does it come about that you have this kind of dinner prepared?
It was fortunate, sir, that the ingredients were here.
Excuse me, Mr. Crawford. Your soup is ready to serve.
And the duckling, Mrs. Robards? Is that ready to be served?
Yes, sir.
Well, you see, that's what I mean. I've only been here 20 minutes, yet an elaborate dish is already cooked and waiting to be served. It's as though you were expecting me.
But we've already explained that. We must always be prepared for the casual traveler, Mr. Crawford.
Yes, but...
Your soup, Mr. Crawford.
Thank you. It's pleasant down here. Very pleasant atmosphere.
Thank you, sir.
Not like that room upstairs. There's something there that... Robards, I'd like my room changed.
Changed?
And take the soup away, Mrs. Robards. I've had enough.
Oh, yes, sir.
Well, I'm sorry, sir, but it won't be possible to change your room now. You see, all the others are closed up. That's the only one available.
Oh. Tell me something, Robards.
Yes, sir?
Has anything unusual ever happened in that room?
Not in the time I've been here, sir. Never.
Oh, well, I'm glad to hear that.
Here you are, sir, the duckling. I do hope you enjoy it.
Sumptuous, Mrs. Robards. Quite sumptuous. The man couldn't ask for more than that, even if it was the last meal he was going to eat on Earth.
Now everything was ready. Powers beyond his control, beyond explanation, had brought George Benedict to the lonely hotel on the edge of Salisbury Plain. George Benedict, who'd planned to go to Southampton, but had been strangely drawn from his course. On the Southampton road, another car was turning round, heading back the way it had come, picking up the trail again. A car driven by Harry Stannard, who'd found news of George Benedict earlier that day at Reading. Stannard, too, would find his way to Amesbury, sooner or later. Meanwhile, Wilfred Robards and his wife were left alone in the downstairs parlor.
I told him that nothing unusual had ever happened in that room, Letty, in all the time we've been here.
Nothing ever has. Nothing unusual.
Quite.
Now he's up there.
The room will do the rest.
My last night in England for a long time. No, my last night in England forever, I should think. Would hardly be wise to return to this country. Harry Stannard would find out. No, that wouldn't be wise. Anyway, why think about returning? My assets are safely stashed away overseas. This time tomorrow, be on board ship. Not as George Benedict, not as H.S. Fry, and not as Roger Crawford. So many identities in the space of a few days. I don't really know why I've come here. But it's all to the good. Part of the evasive action confusing the opposition. Especially Harry Stannard if he's added two and two together. Ooh. Settle down to sleep, Benedict, old boy. But why do the curtains billow out that way? Just as they did that night in Clanricarde Gardens. The same curtains. But tonight in this room there's no wind, no cross draft. And yet the curtains billow out.
Come in, George. I've been waiting for you. George, why did you lie to me?
All this happened before. Clanricarde Gardens, Notting Hill Gate. The room with the check curtains billowing out, just as they're doing now.
It wasn't necessary to lie. You know I'd have done anything for you. Haven't I proved it already?
Before dinner, it was your perfume in this room. Now you're here.
I didn't even let Harry know. Especially not Harry. My brother has a Puritan conscience. If he'd known you were using me in your series of frauds, he'd have had no mercy on you.
But you did tell him, didn't you, Anne? After that, he knows. I was warned that he did.
I'll never forget last Tuesday night. In his lounge room at Swiss Cottage. You and I were sitting together and he was opposite, listening to the plausible story you told him. Did he believe it or didn't he? It was hard to tell. There was no expression on his face. It was just as enigmatic as the picture on the wall behind him. That Balinese head.
That's here, too. The Balinese head, the picture on the wall. In this room. Now.
He must have believed it at the time. Because you got what you wanted from him. I felt like Judas, betraying my own brother. Another of your fraud victims. That's how deeply I've been under your power, George. I'd even betray my brother for you. And all the time you've been lying to me. George, even if I'd known from the beginning that you were married, I'd still have done it all. I really loved you. Do you want to know how I found out?
You can't be saying this again. You can't be.
But it doesn't really matter, does it, how I found out? And I haven't been the only one you've used. George, you didn't have to lie to me.
How can you be here?
Do as you've planned, George. Carry it all out, according to the plans you've made, the secret plans. You don't have to worry about me.
There couldn't have been a mistake. A street accident. But it wasn't an accident, was it?
But one day perhaps will all be too much for you. All we people you've used this way.
I took no notice at the time when you said that. But now it's happening. Anne, listen to me.
One day, perhaps even your conscience will be too much for you.
I have no conscience. You want to know me better than that?
Conscience can kill, George.
I have no conscience.
Conscience can find the worst of us and kill.
The Balinese head. It's glowing with light. It's glowing with light.
Next morning, Harry Stannard arrived at the lonely hotel on the edge of Salisbury Plain. But of course he was too late. None of it surprised Wilfred and Letty Robards. It often happened that way, that an interested party arrived to interview their special guest of the previous night. But they were always too late. George Benedict, of course, was found dead in his bed that morning with his eyes staring.
You knew him well, Mr. Stannard?
Oh, yes, I knew him.
Then you will know, of course, why he died.
You called a doctor to examine the body, to give an opinion on the cause of death?
Well, the doctor's opinion was that he died of natural causes. A failure of the heart. But isn't every death in the final analysis caused by that? A failure of the heart.
He couldn't escape, even though he came to an out-of-way place like this.
Oh, he had to come here, Mr. Stannard.
Had to?
Oh, yes. You see, the room was waiting for him.
There's something not quite right here about this hotel.
I often describe it as a halfway house.
Between this world and the next.
What? Mrs. Robards means that civilization is behind us and ahead is the wasteland. The plain, you understand.
Is that all she means? Mr. Robards, who goes into that room next?
Oh, that's not for us to say, sir. The room's closed up now. And that's how it will stay. Until we know it has to be opened again.
Your friend asked my husband last night if anything unusual had ever happened in that room. It does have an air about it.
And what did you say, Mr. Robards?
Oh, I told him that nothing unusual had happened in that room in the time we've been here. And that's true, sir. In all the time we've been here, no one has spent a night in that room and been still alive in the morning.
Harry Stannard might well have asked what there was about that hotel. Perhaps he was satisfied with the answers given by Wilfred and Letty Robards. After all, it was not for him to quarrel with what had happened. But what had really caused George Benedict's death in that special room? Was it an onslaught of conscience that first reduced him to a state of babbling panic and then killed him? Or was it a visit from the uninvited?
Suspense. The unusual, the unexpected. Life, death, and sometimes something in between. Suspense.
There we go. That wraps up our South American, African, story. And it also means Eerie House Radio proudly presents Gar's Moral of the Story.
The weight of the conscious can't be found in a barbell, but maybe in a dumbbell.
There we go.
There we go.
And by spatial request, at least I think so. That is if... don't you love it when things work right?
Always.
Who listens to radio?
We do.
Go where you go, medium called radio. That's with you every night through the long commuter fight, and in the morning with your toast and mama-lady-o. Who listens to radio? No matter if it's summer, winter, spring, or fall. Who listens to radio? Only 150 million. 150 million people. That's all.
Tweet. There you go.
There we
and
go.
That also means that we've got what? Dimension X and a television episode of Lights Out. Dave, we can't hear you. I don't know why. You are not muted on this end. You've been muted for 2 segments now. And we're not sure why. Yeah, so he got mad and left. No, I'm sure he's going to be reconnected shortly. Not to worry, gang. We're not leaving Dave in the lurch. No, we're not leaving lurch. So what we have next is a Dimension X. Our episode title is The Velt. Veldet?
Velt. Yep. That's it. The Velt.
With Vendel Vilke. Yep.
With an air date of August 8th, 1951.
Can you hear me now?
We can hear you now.
Yeah.
Okay.
You're back in time. There he is. The man, the myth, the legend.
the myth, anyway.
And we... Yeah, there you go. You were mything.
I'm no longer missing.
And now you're back. Yeah.
Okay.
Yep. So let's go ahead then. We got the broadcast date from Gar. Here we go with Dimension X.
Whatever he said, I agree.
The Veldedit. Oops.
The National Broadcasting Company, in cooperation with Street and Smith, publishers of astounding science fiction, bring you Dimension X. The soundproofed Happy Life home had cost $30,000 installed. It clothed and fed and rocked them to sleep and played and sang and was good to them. Their life purred on from day to day, measured and controlled by the nucleonic thermostats, the iridium-spun servo brains that made the beds and washed down the bathroom floors and made sure the salt cellars flowed freely without clogging. Twice a day, the house paused, rang a quiet bell, and turned precisely 90 degrees on its axis in order that the view from the Solaroid living room windows might be varied to avoid ennui. Of course, the pride of the house was the nursery. The agent for the company had been most enthusiastic.
This way, right down the hall.
All right.
What was that?
Oh, it's all automatic. The nursery turns itself on when you come within 10 feet of it. Soft automaticity. That's the motto of the company. All right, now, this is the nursery. 40 feet by 40 feet and 30 feet high. Separate power unit with automatic overload circuit breakers, inspected and approved by the underwriter's laboratory. The nursery is educational, instructive, entertaining, and therapeutic. The entire control mechanism is adjusted to the electroencephalographic key of the child.
How much does it cost?
30,000 FOB, Los Angeles.
But that's as much as the whole house.
Why, no. But we do want the best for our children, don't we?
Oh, yes, we want the best for our children.
And it was the best. The crystalline walls wavered from 2 to 3 dimensions. The pseudo-textured composition flooring shifted lightly from brick to dirt to waving grass. And the odorophonics wafted the scent of fantasy through the hermetically conditioned and filtered air. The nursery was the very best. But then they wanted the very best for the children. The technicians installed the nursery, and the heavy coaxial power cable was run in from the main line. The walls sprang to life, and the mental control banks and relays hummed.
All right, Peter and Wendy, this is your nursery.
What's so special about a nursery, Dad?
Plenty. You just go in and see.
Oh, do we have to? It's so big. You promised you'd play ball with me outside, Pop.
Go on, kids. Try out the nursery. It's better than any old yard.
Oh. Go on in, dear. You'll be surprised. Gee.
Go ahead, Wendy.
I'm scared. I'm not. Hey, it's nice in here. It is? Come on in, Wendy. Boy, look at the pictures on those walls. They're real. Well, almost real.
You can change them any way you like just by thinking about it.
Go on in, dear. Well, all right, Mommy. Hey, Wendy, look what I can do with the pictures. Oh, that's a white mouse. It smells of Wonderland. Sure. I just thought about it, and there it was. Well, let me try, Peter. Let me try. Go ahead. Just think. How about the... Oh, I know. I want to see the Wizard of Oz.
Well,
Well, dear, there we are.
They like it, don't they?
Well, why shouldn't they? All they have to do is think, and they've got whatever they want in 3 dimensions. Color, sound, and smell. Oh, think what it would have been like to have a nursery like that when you were a kid.
It's nice that we can give them all the advantages.
Why, sure. What else are we working for, huh?
That's right.
Well, what do you want to do this evening?
Well, the Petersons asked us over for bridge, but...
Oh, we don't have to worry about the kids. They'll be all right in the nursery. Come on, Lydia. We deserve a night out.
And in the nursery, the walls were a kaleidoscope of time and space and imagination. The green forest of Sherwood and quiet forms of Robin and his merry men gave way to the roll of the high seas and the smell of salt in the air as Sir Henry Morgan sailed into the harbor at Jamaica.
It's my turn now, Peter. You've got to be fair. It's my turn.
Dorothy and the Wizard of Oz followed the yellow brick road round the nursery walls. Then Hansel and Gretel discovered the gingerbread house about 3 feet from the door. And from a high tower that stretched into the clouds, the little lame prince sailed out over his kingdom. And behind the crystal and quartz walls, the vacuum tubes and grids and banks of mental image tape spun quietly and efficiently, erasing the line between illusion and reality. Of course, the electric bill from Consolidated Utilities was tremendous, but it was worth it. The house went on. The stove hummed happily in the kitchen, making breakfast, dinner, and supper for 4, turning the eggs over lightly and producing popovers electronically calculated by capacity to a 30-volt current and specific gravity. The automatic laundry did the shirts with a medium starch in the collars, except the button-down Oxfords, which had no starch at all. The Happy Life home breathed contentedly as life proceeded with soft automaticity as guaranteed in the brochure and bill of sale.
George. George, I wish you'd look at the nursery.
Well, what's wrong with this?
Well, I don't know.
Well, that might...
I just want you to look at it, that's all. Or call a psychologist to look at it.
What would a psychologist want with a nursery?
Oh, now, George, you know very well what he'd want.
I was in the nursery last week. It's perfectly all right.
Well, it's different now.
Huh? What do you mean, different?
Well, I just want you to come and see.
Are the kids there?
No, Madge Allen took them to a show along with her kids. That's why I want you to look in now before they get back.
All right. What you expect me to do, I don't know. I'm no mechanic.
This isn't a question of a leaky faucet, George.
All right, dear, I'm coming.
The nursery light flicked on as they came down the hall. The relays clicked, and the tubes warmed, and chemical odor banks and pipes bubbled into life as they paused before the closed door.
Go ahead, George. Open it.
On all sides, in 3 dimensions, stretched the hot, tired landscape of an African veldt, reproduced to the last stick and pebble and bit of straw. The ceiling above them became a sky with a hot, yellow sun. A wind blew in from the baked veldtland. The hot straw smell of lion grass. The cool, green smell of the hidden waterhole. The great, rusty smell of animals. The smell of dust like red paprika on the hot air. And now the sounds. The howl of the jackal in the distance, the thump of distant antelope feet on grassy sod, and the papery rustling of the great vultures that wheeled and circled under the yellow, burning sun.
Oh, let's get out of this sun. It's a little too real.
Oh, no, George. You promised you'd look around.
Well, I don't see anything.
Now, wait a minute. Look. There are the vultures.
Filthy creatures.
And there are the lions. Far over that way.
Yes, I see them.
They're on their way to the water hole. They've just eaten.
Eaten?
Yes, I can't see what.
The sun's too strong.
Well, shade your eyes.
Some animal. A zebra or a baby giraffe, maybe.
Can you see it? Are you sure?
It's a little too late to be sure. Nothing over there but clean bone. Vultures dropping for what's left.
George,
Hmm?
did you hear that scream?
What scream?
Just now.
Sorry, hon, no.
Here come the lions. George, they're frightening.
Take it easy, Lydia. They're just illusions.
It was a miracle of mechanical efficiency, the lions prowling toward them over the tawny veltland. A miracle of inventive genius. Every house should have one. The lions were 15 feet away. So real, so startlingly real, you could feel the prickling fur on your hand. Your mouth was stuffed with the dusty upholstery smell of their heated pelts. And the yellow of them was in your eyes, like the yellow of an exquisite tapestry. The yellows of lions in summer grass. The sound of the matted lion lungs exhaling on the silent noontide. And the smell of meat from the panting, dripping mouths.
George, I'm afraid. They're so real.
They're only an illusion, Lydia, that's all.
Watch out!
Oh, quick, outside.
Oh, George.
Lydia, my poor, sweet Lydia.
George, they almost got her.
No. Take it easy. Calm down.
Yes, but I could feel their breath.
No. Get a hold of yourself, Lydia. They aren't real. Walls, that's all it is. Crystalloid walls.
But they look so real.
Yes, darling. Of course they do. But it's all dimensional color reactionary process and mental tape film behind glass screens. It's all odorophonics and sonics. Now, here, take my handkerchief.
I'm afraid, George. Did you see? Did you feel? It's too real.
No, Lydia.
We've got to tell Wendy and Peter not to read any more on Africa.
Yes, of course, dear.
Do you promise?
Sure.
And lock the nursery for a few days.
Oh, now, wait a minute, dear. Let's keep our sense of proportion.
George, I want you to lock that place up.
Honey, you know how difficult Peter is about that. I punished him last week by locking the nursery for an afternoon, and he threw a tantrum, and Wendy, too. Honey, they live for the nursery.
I tell you, it's got to be locked. That's all there is to it.
Lydia, you need a rest.
Oh, I don't know. Maybe I don't have enough to do. I have too much time to think. All I do is set the menu selector dials at the beginning of the week.
But, honey, that's the whole idea. The house is automatic.
I know. But couldn't we turn it off for a couple of weeks? Just a couple of weeks and take a vacation.
You mean that you want to fry eggs for me?
Yes, I do. And darn socks, too. I feel like I don't belong here. The house is wife and mother and maid. How can I compete with the African veldt? And you, George, you don't know what to do with yourself in the house when you're home. You're drinking too much.
Am I?
You feel useless, too.
Yes, I suppose I do.
George. Those lions can't get out of there, can they?
Oh, of course not, dear. Now, don't think about it anymore.
They ate alone. He sat idly watching the dining room table produce warm dishes of food from its mechanical interior.
You forgot the ketchup. That's better.
It wouldn't hurt to lock the children out of the nursery for a while. It was clear that they'd been spending too much time in Africa. Oh, that sun. He could still feel it on his neck like a hot paw. And the lions, and the smell of blood. Remarkable how the nursery caught the telepathic emanations of the children's minds and created a life to fulfill their desires. The children thought zebras, and there were zebras. Sun, death, and death. They were so young. But long before you knew what death was, you were wishing it on someone else. But this, the long, hot African veldt, the awful death in the jaws of a lion, and repeated again and again and again. The children came home dutifully at 8:30.
Hi, Mom. Hi, Pop. Hi, Peter. You want something to eat, Wendy?
No, thanks.
Well, we're just having dessert.
We're full of strawberry ice cream. And hot dogs. We'll just sit and watch.
Sure. Peter, tell us about the nursery.
Nursery?
Yeah, it's all about Africa and everything.
I don't understand.
Your mother and I were just traveling through Africa with rod and reel.
There's no Africa in the nursery.
Oh, come now, Peter. We know better.
I don't remember any Africa. Do you, Wen? Run and see, huh? Sure. I'll be right back.
Wendy, come back here. Wendy.
She'll be right back, Pop.
She doesn't have to. I've seen it. Now, come on.
Sure, Pop. Wendy will tell us, though.
Could they be lying?
We'll see in just a moment. Peter, open the door.
See, Daddy? It's not Africa. It's Florida. Like in the Eerie. There go the deer, see? It isn't Africa.
Yes, I see it isn't. Go to bed.
But it isn't 9 o'clock. No, it isn't.
You heard me. Go to bed.
Okay. Night, Mom. Night, Pop. Good night.
Good night, dears. I'll be right in.
Lydia, wait a minute. Here, look at this.
What is it?
This is the corner where the lions were, isn't it?
What's that you picked up?
It's an old wallet of mine. There's a smell of hot grass on it. The smell of a lion. It's wet with saliva. And it's been chewed.
George, those smears are blood.
Come on out. Now let's go to bed.
We'll return to the Welt in just a little bit. I had mentioned earlier that I love this story. I mentioned in the chat the version they did from Ray Bradbury Theater. It's a great series, too.
Yeah, I do. I actually have the entire series on DVD.
So do I. It was purchased for me as a gift for one of my birthdays or Christmas or something some years ago. I'm glad
I remember watching that on USA Network. Is where
really?
It originally aired. It was a Canadian / U.S. production, mostly Canadian, and aired on USA Network.
One of the Roku channels had the Ray Bradbury Theater. That's why I was first introduced to it.
Uh-huh.
And it's just amazing the storytelling in those. They were well done, very well done.
I love the introduction he had where he takes the old elevator up to his office and all the things in his office that gave him ideas for stories, you know.
Oh, yeah, and there's like amazing stuff in there, too.
Yep. Dinosaurs and rocket ships and who knows what all, you know.
Yep. And creepy story. You know, Bradbury, I read a little bit about him during this segment on Wikipedia, and they're reporting that he got he went back and forth politically from party to party throughout his life. Different things on different sides didn't go with his line of thinking. And another interesting thing that he brought up, I thought, was his take on education. He thought that education was in poor shape.
Well, he was. I got to actually hear him. You know, it's one of the things. Somebody asked about the status of our education system. He said, forget the kids that are in school now. They're already lost causes. Start with your kindergartners now and work them back. And go back to what we were teaching and enforcing before and learning how to learn, not necessarily. I mean, now what is kid? I mean, Dale, thinking about when you and I had to do some kind of research, we had to go to the library. We had to call the library. We had to go through books to find out where magazine articles were and things like that. Where if they can't find it on Google, it doesn't exist.
Right.
That then they taught you how to think, not what to think.
Yeah.
Right.
Which
I
is
was
what
in,
they're doing now.
when I was in the Boy Scout Leadership Corps, we went out on a weekend, and everything you ask them, they say, check your resources, check your resources, check your
Yep.
resources. So you finally stopped asking questions, and you just either figured it out for yourself or you checked your resources.
Yeah, you did the work basically.
They're teaching you how to depend upon yourself to find things out. Yes, and
Yeah.
not just ask somebody for a quick answer. Because quick answers, it's like when I do something right the first time when I'm working with some editing or something, and it works out. I don't know how the heck I did it, and I take all these times to try and duplicate it. But when
Right.
I do something wrong 25 times before I get it right the next time, I remember how to do it.
Well, yeah, that learning process, I think you learn a lot more that way too.
Yeah.
Not just the one thing you were trying to do, other aspects of the tool you're using or structurally how to put things together. Yep.
Yeah.
You smart cookie, Dave. You smart cookie.
No, I'm just not as dumb as I think I am sometimes. That's all.
One of my many jobs was I got the opportunity to work in a library, and there's the old card catalogs. Go find it. Go really dig through the stacks of books there and find what you need. And it really is far different from what learning is today. I would imagine if
Well,
the
right, because
kids
if
are
you go to
just
the library,
looking at Google or something.
if you go to the library and look it up there, and I told the librarian once, I said, I don't understand. I'm looking this up here and I can't find it. But she says the card catalog always reference something at least 25 different ways.
Right.
Computer, maybe 3.
Right. Yeah.
So, and the computer would be easier to cross-reference things.
Right. The only downside to a library would be, and this is unfortunate with print, is that it's not as up to date. Whereas you can get stuff on the net. Bam, it just happened. There's the information.
Yeah.
Or misinformation, depending.
I thought you were going to say the problem with it was the Dewey Decimal System.
I love the Dewey Decimal System. In fact, it became somewhat obsolete just as I cracked the code. Because because the numbers all meant something in the structure and order of which
They
books were
still
cataloged.
do.
Yeah.
They still do. They're probably even more categories of information through the Dewey Decimal System now than there were before.
And one last thing on libraries, gang. If you're broke and if you're like a horror host or you like horror hosts, chances are you are. The library is your free streaming service.
Oh, it is. They have plenty of media.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, which older folks like my age and older are probably not always aware of that. So it's good to bring to the forefront.
Libraries today have DVDs. They might even have VHS. I don't know.
Well, they also, as Dale said, it's actually also a streaming service as well. If you go through their internet website, you can stream different channels and different things.
Okay.
As well.
And sometimes brand new movies that aren't available in streaming services such as Roku or Peacock or whatever else is out there.
Right.
And another thing, usually, at least in Ohio, because we have actually one of the best state library systems in the country. My brother is down in Texas, Dallas, and they don't have a state library system. All your libraries are dependent upon your individual cities. And but here in Ohio, and probably your main one in your county, they have workstations where you can etch into wood or into glass, or you can here in Akron, you can print right onto T-shirts, or you can use a press-on, or I make these wonderful vinyl banners that I've made for Spaceship One, and I've made for Weirdness Really Bad, and the only thing it costs you is the price of the materials. They don't charge you just for the price. It's something I've gotten for You know, Alex just went down and had a sign made for the station. I think he paid maybe $43 for it, and it would have been like $240 had he had it, and taken weeks to get it done. And he went in an afternoon. They got it done, $44 and around 43, $44, and saved about $200.
Nice.
So that is in local libraries, at least here in Ohio. Go to your main one in your county, and you could probably do amazing things like that. 3D printers, all kinds of things.
Yep. And when you get to the library, take out every single Ray Bradbury book and read it.
There you go.
Including this story, The Veldt. Let's continue now and wrap this baby up.
What a segue.
So they went to bed. But in the middle of the night, Lydia was still awake, and she knew her husband was awake.
George.
Hmm?
How did your wallet get in the nursery?
I don't know. Wendy must have changed the walls from the African veldt. Honey, I'm going to keep it locked. Maybe it isn't good for the children.
It's supposed to help them work off their neuroses in a harmless way.
I'm starting to wonder.
We've given the children everything they wanted.
My father used to say children are like carpets. They should be stepped on occasionally. We've never lifted a hand. They're spoiled.
And we're spoiled.
I think I'll have Dr. McLean come tomorrow morning and have a look at Africa.
Yes, only it isn't Africa now. It's Florida and the yearling.
I have a feeling it'll be Africa again before then.
George, Wendy and Peter aren't in their room.
No. They've broken into the nursery.
Those screams. They sounded familiar.
Did they?
Yes, awfully. Oh, George.
Although their automatic somno beds tried very hard, the two adults couldn't be rocked to sleep for another hour. A smell of cats was in the night air. And in the morning, the stove cooked French toast, and the dining room table poured the syrup and melted butter.
Pop,
Yes?
you aren't going to lock up the nursery for good, are you?
That all depends.
On what?
On you and your sister?
We feel that you should have some variety, dear.
If you intersperse this Africa with a little Sweden or China...
I thought we were free to play the way we like.
Well, you are within reasonable bounds.
Well, what's wrong with Africa, Daddy?
Oh, so now you admit you've been thinking up Africa, hmm?
I wouldn't want the nursery locked up ever.
Well, as a matter of fact, we're thinking of turning the whole house off for about a month. Sort of camping out.
You mean I'd have to tie my own shoes instead of having my shoe tire do it? And brush my own teeth and comb my own hair and give myself a bath?
Well, Wendy, it would be fun for a change, don't you think, dear?
No, it'd be awful. I didn't like it when you took out the picture painter last month.
Well, that's because I wanted you to learn to paint by yourself.
I don't want to do anything but look and listen and smell. What else is there to do?
Oh, all right. All right, go play in Africa.
Are you going to shut off the house?
We're considering it.
I don't think you better consider it anymore, Pop.
I won't have any threats from you, son.
Okay, Pop. Come on, Wendy. Let's get back.
After breakfast, Dr. David McLean was announced by the audio knocker. And the dining room table, recognizing him as an old friend, poured an extra cup of coffee, light with 4 lumps.
I saw the nursery last year, George. It looked all right to me. You didn't notice anything unusual?
No. The pattern showed the usual violence, a tendency towards slight paranoia. All children feel persecuted by their parents. Perfectly normal.
I locked the nursery and they broke into it last night. I let them stay so they could form the patterns for you to see. There it is.
Well, suppose we take a look at it right now.
They entered without knocking and sent the children out. The screams had faded, and the lions were feeding quietly under the trees.
Wish I could see what they're eating. Do you suppose some high-powered binoculars would...
Hardly, no. How long has this been going on?
A little over a month. It certainly doesn't feel good. I don't want feelings. I want fact. George, a psychologist, never saw a fact in his life. He knows about feelings, and this doesn't feel good. My advice to you is to have the whole room torn down and your children brought to me every day for the next year for treatment.
Is it that bad?
I'm afraid so. You know, that's why the nursery was developed originally. To let us examine the patterns left on the wall by a child's mind. But what is it? What's wrong with Peter and Wendy? Well, it's hard to say. I haven't punished them more than average. Oh, I took away a few gadgets. Last week, I locked the nursery to show I meant business. George, you've let this room replace you and your wife and your children's affections. This room is their real father and mother. And now you come along and want to shut it. You can feel the hatred coming out of that sky. George, turn everything off. The nursery, the automatic kitchen, the whole confounded automatic house. Start now. But won't the shock be too much for the children? I don't want them going any deeper. Let's get out of here. I never liked these rooms. Get me nervous. Those lions look real, don't they? I don't suppose there's any way that... What? That they could become real.
Certainly not.
Some flaw in the machinery, tamper.
No.
I don't imagine the room would like being turned on. Nothing ever likes to die. Even a room. I wonder if it hates me for turning it on. Paranoia is thick today. Hello. Is this your scarf? It's stained. Brown. Say, that's blood. That's Lydia's. Come on, the main fuse box is out here. Go ahead. Pull the switch. Yeah. It's off.
The two children were in hysterics. They screamed and kicked and threw things. They yelled and sobbed and swore and jumped on the furniture, weeping.
It's off and it stays off. The whole house dies as of now. The more I see of the mess we put ourselves in, the more it sickens me. We've been contemplating our electrical, mechanical navels for too long. We need air. Fresh, unfiltered, unconditioned air.
He marched around the house, cutting switches and pulling fuses. The stove was disconnected with a roast lamb in the oven and a flapjack still in the air. The heaters, the shoe shiners, the shoelacers, the body scrubbers and swabbers and massagers. He pulled the plugs and shorted out the controls, one after the other. The house became full of electronic corpses. It was a mechanical cemetery, so silent. None of the humming, hidden energy of the machines waiting to function at the tap of a button. And by the still dining room table, its radionic insides dead and currentless, Peter wailed at the house.
Don't let them do it. Don't let Pop kill everything. I hate you, Pop. I hate you.
Peter, please.
Insults won't get you anywhere.
I wish you were dead.
We were for a long while. Now we're going to start really living.
Once more, Daddy. Just once more.
Oh, Wendy,
one
honey.
more minute of the nursery. That's all. Just one more minute.
George. George, it can't hurt, really.
Oh, all right, only shut up. 1 minute. And that's the end. Forever.
Gee, thanks, Pop. Thanks.
Then we're going on a vacation. Dr. McLean is coming in a half hour to help us out. Lydia, turn on the nursery.
Now remember, kids, it'll be just for 1 minute. Oh, boy. Come on, Wendy, come on. Oh, thanks, Daddy. Thanks a lot.
Just 1 minute, remember. Oh, where'd I put those suitcases? Lydia!
Don't shout, George. I'm right here.
Oh, did you leave them alone in the nursery?
Well, I've got to get ready, George. Oh, that awful Africa. What can they see in it?
Well, in an hour, we'll be on our way to Iowa. What prompted us to buy a nightmare like that?
Pride, I guess. We had the money and we were foolish.
I guess we'd better get them out of there before they get involved with those beasts again. Come on, quick.
Wendy! Wendy, Peter, what's the matter?
Hurry up. Open the nursery. Wendy! Peter!
Well, they aren't anywhere. Wendy! Peter!
Peter!
Oh!
The door. Open the door. They've locked it from the outside. Peter! Peter, open up! Peter!
Don't let them turn off the nursery!
Now, don't get ridiculous, children. It's time to go.
Wendy! Wendy, open the door, dear!
Let us out. Peter, open the door. It's time to go. Open the door.
George! George, the lamp!
Peter, do you hear me? Open this door.
They're all around us. George!
Son! Son, do you hear me? Let us out!
George, look out! They're coming!
When Dr. David McLean came a half hour later, he found the two children in the nursery sitting in the center of the open glade, eating a picnic lunch. Beyond them was the water hole in the yellow veldland. Above was the hot sun. Dr. McLean saw at a distance the lions fighting and clawing, and then settling down to feed in silence under the shady trees.
Hi, kids. Where are your mom and dad?
Oh, they'll be here directly.
Good. Good. We've got to get going.
He squinted at the lions with his hands up to his eyes. Now they were done feeding. They moved to the water hole to drink. A shadow flickered as the vultures dropped down from the blazing sky to finish what the lions had left.
Dr. McLean. Dr. McLean?
Huh? What?
Have a cup of tea?
You've just heard another adventure into the unknown world of the future. The world of Dimension X. How soon we actually build a spaceship to conquer the stars depends upon many factors, not the least of which is a man with the overwhelming desire to create such a ship and the power to have it done. Next week, we tell the story of such a man as Dimension X brings you Nelson Bond's The Vital Factor.
Dimension X is presented transcribed each week by the National Broadcasting Company in cooperation with Street and Smith, publishers of the magazine Astounding Science Fiction. Today, Dimension X has presented The Veldt, written for radio by Ernest Kenoy from Ray Bradbury's The Illustrated Man. Included in the cast were Leslie Woods and Bill Quinn as the parents, Joan Laser and David Anderson as the children. Your host was Norman Rose. Music by Albert Berman. Dimension X is produced by William Welch and directed by Fred Way.
And that does conclude our episode of the great Ray Bradbury's story, The Veldt.
Yes.
Veldet.
Velted. Something like that.
Velted. Yeah, it's got a D. You can't really hear it. You can see it, but you can't hear it. Eerie House Radio proudly presents Gar's moral of the story.
It's one thing to smell a lion. It's another thing when a lion smells you.
We also have a TV program for you tonight.
We do. It takes us back to 1950. Actually, October 30th of 1950, and stars none other than Burgess Meredith.
Ah, the Burge. Love that guy.
Whack.
Going all the way back to Of Mice and Men with the great Lon Jr. All right, well, this one's called, what's the title on this one, Dave? I can't see the whole thing.
Martian Eyes.
Martian Eyes. Fair enough. Let's find out why it's titled that as we get into Lights Out. Everybody, lights out.
Lights out.
Hello. Tonight, we issue fair warning to those of you who are foolish enough to believe that old Mother Earth is the only planet in this endless universe of ours inhabited by human creatures. But you'll see what we mean, just as tonight the Martian eyes will see you. Lights out.
Good morning, Professor Lyman.
Good evening, Frank.
What'll it be?
The customary poison.
Sir? And what do you hear from the Martians, Professor? No, some guys see pink elephants or little lizards. But the Professor here, he's different. He's got Martians.
Well, someday, Franklin, when it's too late, people will appreciate my warnings. Remember, they laughed at Galileo.
Yeah. Yeah, well, I've got work to do, Mr. Lyman, so excuse me, will you? And, don't bother the customers, eh? Let me know if he bothers you, mister.
Don't look now.
Look at what?
See him?
Sure I saw him.
He is one of them. He's been following me all day. Now the trick is to jump the gun on them with absolute convincing proof. Did you see how nonchalantly he walked by just then carrying his drink? He'd have fooled anybody, don't you agree?
Oh, definitely.
I knew that you were sensitive the first minute I saw you. You're a press photographer, aren't you?
How'd you know that?
I've been following you all morning.
You what?
Yes.
Same again, gents?
I first noticed you on the subway. I saw how you were watching everybody, particularly their foreheads, like a cat. Well, speaking of cats, by the way, did you know that they can see them too? Only they pretend that they can't. Of course, I have a theory that before they came to Earth, the cats ruled.
Who are they?
Well, the Martians, of course.
Martians? Well, like in Orson Welles?
Yes, I suspected from the first moment I saw you that you were aware of them too.
Look, I'm a photographer. Faces are my business. I watch everybody.
Well, I could be wrong, of course. I've tried to persuade so many people, and all they do is laugh at me. Professor Spitzer, that is the astrophysics man. Now, he had an article in last week's Time in which he said that assuming that there was life on Mars and assuming that they were way ahead of us and could come to Earth, nobody would believe the few people who did see them. Unless, of course, there was absolute definite proof.
They're all around us, you say?
All around.
Him?
Shh. They rule the world. They have conquered us, and they're so clever that we don't even know it. Wait, they follow us, they even marry us. Now, you take bathtubs, for instance.
Okay, take bathtubs.
Nobody in their right mind would say that bathtubs are comfortable for us humans. But for Martians, they're fine. Now, look, whenever I hear the water running into my bathtub, and I know that there's a Martian splashing around in there, I usually pretend that I don't hear a thing.
Oh, it's a smart move.
Well, they hypnotize us, you know.
Oh, you don't say.
It accounts for so many, many things. Now, why does a criminal confess? Isn't that the most illogical thing in the world? And yet he does it. Nothing makes any sense.
See, you're serious about all this, aren't you?
And why is my wife so illogical about money?
Martians?
Precisely. You know, just last week, I realized suddenly that my bed was too short for me and I wanted to buy a long one. Did I? Oh, no. Why? Because the Martian who generally sleeps there, he persuaded me that I shouldn't spend the money. I shall go through the rest of my life now with my feet sticking out over the edge of that bed. Does that make any sense, does it?
Hey, look, you aren't kidding, are you?
And take wars. Wars don't make sense from any human viewpoint. Nobody wants them. We go right on having them. Why?
Search me, Doc. Why?
From the Martian viewpoint, they're valuable. You see, they give us a spurt in technocracy. And the Martians use our developments for their own purposes.
You figured this out all by yourself, huh, Doc?
All by myself.
Okay, Doc, I get the picture. Now, look, why don't you take your drink and get down there and sit all by yourself?
And you know how I tell?
No.
It's the third eye.
Did you say that again?
It's a third eye. There's a third eye right here, in the middle of the forehead. It's invisible most of the time.
Hey, wait a minute.
What?
If it's invisible, Doc, how can you see it?
There's a special prescription for infrared light. My physician gave it to me about a year ago for a most unusual eye condition. That was when I saw them for the first time, and I concluded that the third eye is only visible in infrared light. Now, I want to give this secret to the world, but nobody will believe me unless you...
Yeah, sure, Doc. Go on.
Well, I must warn the world, and the question is, how far will I get?
That's a good question.
See, not even the Martians believe me. Oh, if they did, I'd be a dead duck by now, wouldn't I? Now, I had hoped that... No. I suppose that your Martian has hypnotized you just like all the rest. You won't believe it.
Did you say my Martian?
Please. Now, I may be just a tiny bit drunk, but my logic is absolutely unimpaired. 2 and 2 equals 2 and 2. Either you know about the Martians or you don't. If you do know, why do you give me this my Martian routine? My Martian knows you have a Martian. I know you have a Martian. The only question is, do you know it? Will you think hard? Will you?
No, I don't have one.
Why? You're very nervous, aren't you? Yes. You're very nervous, aren't you? Of course you have a Martian. Everybody has one following him around, watching him, giving him...
What would I be doing with a Martian? You're out of your... Was it,
Look, I must go.
Not just yet, Doc.
What?
Is anybody watching us? Listen, when you started talking, I figured you were loony as a bedbug. Maybe you are. But this third eye business interests me. Sit down.
No, I'm...
Come on, sit down. I have a studio on the ground floor of my house where I do some private work. You know, portraits and stuff to pick up an extra buck now and again.
I really don't need any portraits.
About a month ago, I started fooling around with some infrared film. It's something new, you know, for taking pictures in almost complete darkness. Well, I shot a picture in my studio. When I developed it, there was someone looking in my window. Well, I blew it up to see who it was, and here it is. I figured it was some Halloween gag until you started talking a little while ago.
Now that we've both seen it, we might be able to convince people. It'll be dangerous, though. You see, as long as it was just a question of one drunk old man babbling in a bar, they didn't need to worry about that. But now the two don't.
You take this photograph for safekeeping.
To the negative.
Well, come to my studio about 8 o'clock tonight. We'll figure out how to proceed. Can you be there?
My wife?
Well, tell her you have to visit a sick friend. Tell her anything but be there. Here's the address.
Well,
You better go out the back way.
So long, Professor. He's quite a character, eh? Philip? You know, I've seen him come here with all kinds of things. But he's the first one I've seen with Martians.
Melissa, would you accept anything less than the taste of fresh, cold milk? Of course not. Or would you settle for butter or cheese that wasn't made from fresh, wholesome milk? Never. So, of course, we always look for the real seal or check the ingredients. That's how we know milk or any dairy food is real. Right, Melissa?
Right.
We're so clever.
We are.
You know it's real when you see the real seal.
This is my father. He hangs pictures, helps Grandpa experiment, helps Mommy with the cleaning. Where does he get his go? From me. I lend him my Cheerios. Daddy says they're the greatest thing since bat wings. Mommy says they give him protein and stuff. Give your father some go. And he might play catch with you.
Big G, little O. Go with Cheerios.
There you go.
Yep. Hey, the announcer on this is the announcer Frank Gallup. He did, I think he did some commercials. He did announcing for, at the very least, he was announcer for Milton Berle radio show. The thing that you, Gar, and I would recognize him from, he was on a comedy album, and the album was called "You Don't Have to Be Jewish," and he did the Ballad of Irving. The 142nd fastest gun in the West. That's the same guy that's our host right here.
Wow, great song from Dr. Demento days.
Yes, absolutely.
Irving.
But the album was, I think it was a two record set. It's called "You Don't Have to Be Jewish," but they were all Jewish comics. Or although Frank Gallup wasn't really a comic, he was hilarious in that song.
Yep. Hey, it looks, wait a second, I hear something really strange going on here.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
Sliding in. Well.
Hey, we'll make room for you. We'll make room for you.
We're just not on screen, that's all.
Oh, there you are. Greetings, everyone. CW here.
Yep. Well, we're gonna put her on.
There we
screen.
are. No, we're all there.
Ah,
Except we can't see.
fantastic.
Yeah, she's on the bottom.
We're not all there. We're not all there.
I've never been accused of being all there, Dale. What are you talking about?
Me neither. Nor do I wish to
Only
be.
partially there.
By the way, everyone, I have actually found, recorded, and levelized the missing episode. One of the missing episodes of Inner Sanctum, the one with Orson Welles, an episode called "The Dream." So it will be showing up on our schedule one of these days here.
Outstanding.
Gee, Dave, that only took you about 30 minutes. What the hell took so long? Oh my, oh my, oh my.
Wow.
This guy is amazing. Truly amazing.
Truly amazing. Yeah. That Ray Bradbury story that we had, augmented reality, that is getting closer. AI.
Oh, I love arguing with AI. It's a lot of fun.
Yeah.
I'll be when the Terminator stuff starts happening, I'll be one of the first ones they come after. just for being annoying to robots.
Either that or Borg. Resistance is futile.
That's right. Or as you referenced with They Live, obey, obey.
Obey, obey, obey. Or the one question that screws up any computer, if anyone's a fan of the original Prisoner.
Yes.
Oh, gosh.
Okay. The question is, why? WHY? Question mark. You give that to any AI, it'll scramble their insides. They don't get it.
Oh, it's just like a parent with a kid. Why?
Yeah. That kind of reminds me of a baseball has this AI strike zone that it helps to determine strikes and balls if it's asked to. Now, the human calls it, but if a player, a batter, or a pitcher, or a manager, or a catcher, once that reviewed, they tap their hat and it gets reviewed. Well, there was one where his call was so far off, it was fouled so far off that it actually broke the ABS system. The whole system crashed because it was so far off. So
cool.
Keep AI out of sports. Keep it out of everything except making cool pictures for Eerie House. That's fine.
That's right.
Yes.
Yeah.
And of course, the AI 5.
Yes.
And the AI 5, yes. Who will be here with us tomorrow.
Yeah. We got another new song from Dave and the AI 5.
Bravo.
Yeah, tomorrow night, while we're into that, we got what? CBS Radio Mystery Theater, Dave and the AI 5 song. And who knows what else we'll dig up. For a featurette, I hope you like William Castle. I hope you like William Castle. Because I got a whole bunch of trailers from William Castle.
Yes.
Movies.
I look forward to it.
That's what we'll do. 6:15 Eastern. Be here. Or be elsewhere.
Or yeah. Then at 8 o'clock, is he listening? At 8 o'clock, what happens?
At 8 o'clock over on Twitch, if everything continues to work the way it should, Horrible Horrors, Gar the Ghoul will air.
Fresh from his suspension.
Yes. And Dale, while that you should mention William Castle, I just this week, producer and I put together The Spirit is Willing with Sid Caesar, which is a very mild horror movie, but it's directed by William Castle.
Really? What? Do you know approximately what year that's from?
1967.
Why do I not know that? I'm not familiar with that one. That ought to be interesting.
It's a very mild ghost story, haunted house type thing. And with that, I have to check out of here. You folks have a good night, but my sales are dimming here.
Uh-oh.
All right. Well, that would be my cue then to wrap up our episode of Lights Out.
Good night, all.
Starring.
Yeah, back that up. Yeah.
Bye, Gar.
Bye, Gar.
Bye-bye.
See.
Starring Burgess Meredith.
Yay.
We'll be back.
Hello, Sorrell speaking.
Hello, Mr. Sorrell. This is Professor Lyman.
Well?
I had a difficult time. My wife is a most suspicious woman, but I managed to sneak out.
Good. Where are you?
I'm in a drugstore near your corner. Now, you listen to me. Do you remember the one who was snooping around the bar?
Yeah?
He's been following me ever since I left the house. I think I managed to give him the slip, but I'll stay here a few minutes to make certain. You have the negative?
Yes.
Oh, good. But we must be careful. We must be careful. When I get there, will you let me in quickly?
Right.
Good. I'll be over in a minute. Goodbye.
Goodbye. I'll be waiting. Thank heaven you got here. You.
Good evening, Mr. Sorrell. You have an excellent memory for faces. So do I.
What do you want?
Let's not be naive, Mr. Sorrell. I was extremely interested in your infrared photography this morning.
I don't know what you're talking about.
After listening to our friend Lyman babble about three-eyed Martians for the past few weeks, it came as quite a surprise to me when you actually produced a photograph corroborating what he said. Naturally, it was most important that I verify the photograph and the technique.
You're crazy.
You're mistaken, Mr. Sorrell. It's our friend Lyman who's crazy. At least I hope to prove he is. You will get the photograph for me, please. And the negative.
Who are you?
Our friend Lyman has been acting most peculiarly lately. His wife has become concerned. She's thinking of having him legally committed to an institution.
What's all this got to do with you?
I, too, am most anxious that Lyman be committed. I've been following him for some weeks. So, naturally, Mr. Sorrell, following him, I observed him. So you see, that's my job. I want to make sure that Lyman is committed as insane, so that Mrs. Lyman is free to pursue the kind of life that she chooses to lead. So naturally, when you come along and verify all the things that he's been saying, I am most concerned.
You're lying. You're one of them.
Get the photograph, Mr. Sorrell.
And if I refuse?
You will not refuse.
Very well. It's in the dark room.
And Mr. Sorrell, no tricks, please. My client is very determined.
Operator. Hello, operator. Get me the police. Hello, operator. I see you thought of everything, including the telephone wires. Here's the negative. It was taken with infrared film using a combination of filters known only to me. I used this camera using ordinary technique, like this. Here.
Now we know that the Martians are flesh and blood and they can be killed.
How?
Well, I managed to sneak in and surprise him. I borrowed your little paper knife.
This is murder.
What do you think he'd have done to you if I hadn't killed him?
I'll get the police.
No, don't be a fool. You think that the police are going to believe a fantastic story about a three-eyed Martian? We aren't ready for them yet. Now, we've got to convince the world before we tell them.
The body. Someone may come in here at any moment.
You pretend that you're taking his portrait. You see, I'll be in the basement.
I can't.
Well, you must.
One moment. Wait. Maybe he wasn't a Martian.
Why, of course he's a Martian. I can see his third eye quite plainly. It's staring wide open. Don't you feel it looking at you?
Stop talking like that. Hide.
You be calm.
Police!
Oh, Mr. Sorrell?
Hello, officer. I'm terribly sorry to have kept you waiting, but I was doing a portrait.
Oh, well, I'm sorry to bother you, sir, but the telephone operator phoned precinct. She said she got a call from your number. Sounded like you needed help.
No, everything's perfectly all right, really. Thanks very much for coming anyway.
Well, I just wanted to make sure. Mind if I look around?
Well,
I'm pretty interested in photography. I noticed your rig in here. Yeah, that's a beauty, all right. Uh-huh. Boy, I wish I could afford one like that, but I guess not on my salary, huh? Well, Mr. Sorrell, I see you're busy, so I'll just take off. I'm sorry to have bothered you, sir, but you know how these things are. Oh, watch the birdie. Good night, Mr. Sorrell.
Good night, officer. If only I could be certain. If only there was some positive way. Ryman.
What?
Are you ready yet?
In a minute. You bring him down.
Oh, Mother in heaven. There's no third eye. He's a human. An ordinary human. Lyman. Lyman!
I'm ready for you.
Lyman, we've made a mistake.
Oh, no. There's no mistake, I assure you, Mr. Sorrell. The graves are ready. Both of them.
Both?
Both. Come down.
Oh, well, no one would have believed Mr. Sorrell's story anyway.
Irving. Three-eyed Irving. The 142nd fastest gun.
Second fastest gun in the West.
In the West. Yes.
And Butterfinger Irving shot himself down. That's right.
He certainly did. It makes me want an O. Henry story.
Well, then that's what we'll have for tomorrow.
Fine, let's. CBS Radio Mystery Theater, Don't Die Without Me. And a new tune from Dave and the AI5, something about rooms, I imagine.
Oh, yeah, something about a door closing off a room, yeah. At least.
Yeah, I'm gonna throw in the ad together for tomorrow.
Wow. Look at the time, and no one's chopping the time or calling off or throwing us out. This is really nice.
It is.
It is a little bonus extra time. Taking a little while to get accustomed to the technology and the lag time. One thing, dear listeners and viewers, we get like hesitations and drag here in the studio, but it doesn't, thankfully, carry over to what you're experiencing. So we'll find a way to get around that. But it's a pretty good setup here. We're having fun.
Yes, I think it's been very enjoyable starting to show these classic TV episodes as well.
Yeah.
Yes.
And Dave, I appreciate all the work you're putting in to add video aspects to our great radio shows. I would like to be doing more than I am doing right now for Eerie House, but there's some stuff going on in Castle K that needs to be addressed, and there might be times I can't be here depending on what is in the future.
Yeah. But you were here tonight, and it was great to have you here at the helm.
Yes.
Yeah.
And I shall always swoop to the occasion and save the day.
And we want to thank Fogg's Bane and let's see, who else is all
good old
in
Bob.
here?
Daryl stopped in.
Yeah, Daryl had to take his wife to a concert tonight. I'm sure it was a tough decision. I'm sure it was.
Yeah, as long as it wasn't Bad Bunny, that's fine.
Wow.
I don't like any new artists, to tell you the truth, or very few. I shouldn't say that, because every once in a while a new song will come out that's really, really good.
Yeah.
See? You got to keep your horizons open.
Well, it just goes to show there are real artists still out there.
From time to
Few
time.
and far between, but they're out there.
Yes.
Yep.
Most definitely.
Yeah, and just to Voibly answer, Fogsbane, yeah, we're getting all patriotic next weekend. We'll get into details tomorrow as to exactly what we're doing, but Founding Father stuff.
Yes.
Gonna blow up some stuff, blow it up good.
He blowed it up. He blowed it up good. What's that from? That's not from
Second City TV.
Second City. Yeah.
Yeah, that was the Fishin' Musician.
Gosh.
That was such.
Yeah.
And they blowed up real good. It was John Candy and Joe Flaherty. They were the ones who were hosts of that segment.
A fine comic pair. A fine comic pair.
Okay, who are the other ones? Rick Moranis from
Rick Moranis. Yep, Rick Moranis and Dave Thomas teamed up for the Great White North and their movie that they did with that. And I think they may be finally doing a sequel to it. They had it done and partially funded, and then somehow it got shut down, and all the money Dave Thomas had put all of his money into it, and he lost it all because it got shut down. And could be like 20 some years later that they're coming back with perhaps the sequel.
One of my favorite.
Yeah, go ahead.
Oh, I was just going to say one of my favorite skits from Second City was a spoof of the Clint Eastwood spaghetti westerns called A Fistful of Ugly.
I'm not familiar. I gotta look that up. I'm not familiar with that at all.
Oh gosh, it was good. It was good, especially if you're a fan of those spaghetti westerns, as I am.
Yeah, and you look at all the artists that came out of there, Martin Short and Rick Moranis and Dave Thomas, and actually Harold Ramis was a writer. Appeared in a couple of sketches, but was mostly a writer for it. And it was Second City's attempt to try and stop them from stealing Saturday Night Live from stealing all of their talent. And that's when they came up with the Second City SCTV.
Yep. Good times. Good times.
Yep. And actually, Dan Aykroyd was slated to be at the beginning of the SCTV, but he got snarfed up for Saturday Night Live at the very beginning.
Dan
we'll have to get
Aykroyd.
Mike Mason, and we'll have to get Mike Mason on here sometime. He has been up to Dan Aykroyd. He has a winery up in Canada. Mike Mason's been there with his lovely wife, and they have ice wine and a few other things up there. But I guess that was quite the experience going up there.
Well, again, thanks everybody for stopping in. I think it's about time we probably start wrapping things up.
Yeah, 2.5 hours is a good enough time, huh?
I had more fun than humans should be allowed.
Oh, there you are. Always fun.
Yep. And thanks again for listening, gang. We'll see you tomorrow night, 6:15 Eastern. Bye-bye.
The castle lights are growing dim.
Yep.
There's no one left but me.
I don't think they make those light bulbs anymore.
When next
Hey,
we meet
I'm here.
in
That's her.
Frankenstone,
Watch it, Vincent. I'm here.
Yep.
Don't come alone.
Peace, love, and Bobby Sherman.
Can you dig it?
Toodles.
Bye. And we gotta get ready to duck.